Hey everybody, Matthew and Josh here from MiniWarGaming.com, and welcome to another Beat, Matt, Bat, Rep.
Ah, you did the thing.
I did the thing.
MiniWarGaming's Beat, Matt, Bat, Rep.
That's right, we're bringing it back almost 4 years later for season 6. 6. It's a new sign.
That's your, okay, very good. Very
A
good.
gang sign. Decided that I want to revitalize it because I want to just focus on what I love the most, which is narrative wargaming. And so I wanted to create a show that was all about that. So this season, season 6, is all about playing narrative games, probably mainly of Warhammer 40k, lots of Tyranids and Genius that are called, things that I am super passionate about. And I'm also going to try to work as many of these games into the narrative of the narrative campaigns that I am also creating. So I'll be filming a new Deathwatch narrative campaign coming soon. I'll be filming it this week. But so this one will actually be on the same world, Drakenfell, as that Deathwatch game. And also the Apocalypse game that we did was also on this world. And also maybe a future worldwide narrative campaign that you all can participate in will be on Drakenfell and all the other worlds around it. So I'm developing an emerging story as we tell these. And I'm going to let the battle reports really dig in to exactly how that story is going to come to be. So it's not going to be predetermined. I don't know the ending. I just want it to be like this living thing as it goes along.
The fun part is I'm finding out all about this as the audience is.
Yeah, so Josh is like,
I'm
oh
like,
boy. Oh no.
I gotta write all this down that I gotta schedule.
Yeah, lots of stuff to schedule, but Josh will be all on top of that and it'll be great. And of course, if you'd like to come in and film with us, email Josh. You can go to miniwargaming.com/challenge or just email Josh at miniwargaming.com and we'll figure it out, whether you want to come in for narrative campaigns or to be in a Beat Map Bat Rep or to be in one of the regular battle reports. We're always looking for more guests, which we're very excited about. So without further ado, let's talk about the armies and our very first scenario. I am bringing a Synaptic Nexus. After being at the Grand Narrative and playing with it a bunch of games, I thought it'd be a good one to start with as I launch this new season of Beat Map Bat Rep. So I've got the Triumvirate of Neurotyrants. I got my Grand Neurotyrant, a custom model made by Frankendoodle on Instagram, and he'll be joined by 3 Zoanthropes and upgraded to have +1 strength and AP on his Flamer. The second Neurotyrant is going to be joined by 3 Tyrant Guard. And the last Neurotyrant has drawn the short straw and is stuck with a bunch of Neurogons, like a bunch of little children just yapping at each other. And so he's only going to be toughness 3 until they're all dead. And then we've got 2 Parasites of Mortrex. So Parasites of Mortrex, not Parasite of Mortrexes. And then lastly, for our characters, we have a Winged Tyranid Prime, and he'll be joining a unit of 6 Tyranid warriors with ranged weapons. And he's upgraded to have the Dirge Heart of Kairos, which is a 9-inch -1 leadership aura. Into battle line, we've got 2 big fat units of Hormagaunts, 20 each. And then for our other, we've got a unit of 3 Hive Guard. We've got this beautiful converted, what I'm going to call a Maliceptor for today. This one was made by Modern Synthesist, or Mr. Pink on YouTube. We'll put links below if I remember. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. That is my entire detachment of Synaptic Nexus.
Moving over to take a look at my force, going with my Adeptus Custodes and Talons of the Emperor, because we want to bring the sisters out to play. The first character here is a Blade Champion, upgraded with the enhancement of the Gift of Terran Artifice. And then I have a Knight Centura as my Warlord. Battle line choices, nice big healthy squad of Custodian Guard with a mix of sword and board, and then I got some spears in there. The other data sheets, I have a, again, healthy squad of Alaris Custodians. So my Terminators. I have a brand new painted Contemptor Achilles Dreadnought. 3 identical squads of Prosecutors. Everybody's favorite Venatari Custodians. I'm going to find a way to make them work and like them because I never use them. I've also got a pretty big squad of Vigilators. 2 minimum squads of Witch Seekers. And rounding everything off, a Calexis Assassin.
Wargamers, I have something exciting to tell you. We have a sponsor, which is Wayland Games. They are sponsoring this battle report. Now, the cool thing about that isn't the fact that they offer worldwide shipping, or they have massive stock quantities, or it's like you can get anything you can possibly imagine in their store because they have thousands of products. It's the fact that they're doing push-ups. Like, look at this. Like, isn't that nuts? They're trying to discover how many they can do and who can do the most on their team. And it's perfect because we are just moving. The timing couldn't be better. We had this miniature designed by Titan Forge, and it's designed to go on your hobby shelf and remind you to just move. Now available in the Mini Wargaming Forge. By getting this mini, you're making a commitment to yourself that you will just move more, do more, be more active. This one, only get if you want to make a commitment to yourself to move more. Otherwise, get Ravaged Star, because Wayland Games is carrying Ravaged Star in the UK, and that's also another fantastic news piece. Now, back to the battle report.
We're going to be playing a scenario from the Grand Narrative that Games Workshop made. It's called Contested Seizure. So the story here is that the ruins of Drakenfell have emerged. There was an earthquake that has collapsed a part of the Imperium city. Both sides are rushing to secure artifacts or relics. For some reason, the Tyranids are drawn to them, and the Custodians are always interested in new relics. That's just their thing. So there's no objectives on the table. We deploy in opposite table quarters, and you do actions to place objectives, so it represents kind of digging them up. So one unit can do an action in your turn, and you place an objective marker more than 9 inches away from other objective markers and close to that unit that just did the action. You get 5 victory points for every one of these you do, and then at the end of the game, you get an additional 5 victory points for every objective that you control. Furthermore, we've got some reinforcements coming in that once you've lost more than half of your army, you can, in whichever reinforcement phase you want of your turn, bring back a singular monster vehicle, or 2 units of infantry, or 3 units of infantry if they all only have 1 wound. We are playing in the ruins of Drakenfell. There is a Kickstarter going on, or about to go on, or maybe just done. Not sure when this video is going up, for all of this 3D printable terrain, and we'll print it for you as well. And so you can check that out at the link below. And what we're doing, so we've already deployed, as you can see. We've got some units in reserve, but both sides have deployed. But to make it even more narrative, we rolled battle scars. If you're not familiar with what a battle scar is, in the Crusade rules for Warhammer 40k, when units are destroyed, they possibly gain a battle scar, which is a weakness. And I think that they add a lot of story to what we're doing. So for example, I decided that my 3 Neuro-Tyrants will have battle scars, and I rolled them up randomly. I ended up that my Grand Neuro-Tyrant is slightly disconnected from the Synaptic Web, and so when I do the Shadows and the Warp ability, where I force my opponent to take Battle Shock test, he has to take one too. The next Neuro-Tyrant that has the Tyrant Guard, he does not have the Synapse keyword. And the last one cannot actually use any stratagems that require Synapse. I like to think in this case that they're not actually damaged on my end, but it represents all of the sisters and your 1 assassin who are all nulls. And in the 40k lore, nulls have an aura around them that just stops the warp from working. And that includes things like Synapse for Tyranids. So since he brought them in force, and these battle scars just lined up perfectly to that, we're gonna say that my guys aren't hurt, it's just that there's this entire aura permeating the battlefield that is disrupting my synaptic web, which I think is really cool. We were also allowed to take 1 of the relic upgrades from the Grand Narrative, and so I gave my Grand Neuro-Tyrant the relic that if you hit him with a weapon that's higher, a strength higher than his toughness, it's -1 to wound.
Looking at the battle scars for my forces, the Terminators ended up with immediate threats. So in the charge phase, they have to declare just the closest enemy unit as the target. But then Custodes have the weirdness that they also get kind of a bonus. So I get to reroll wound rolls of 1 in melee. I also have the Dreadnought. We have Lions, not Wolves, which kind of fits. He's a little bit, lost in the sauce. So he loses his Martial Kata ability, but I can reroll hit rolls of 1 and wound rolls of 1. The last one is my Venatari. My jump guys that I never really take have a sense of insufficiency. So they are OC 0. They need to prove themselves by being OC 0 for some reason. But when they're selected to fight, both Kata stances are active for the unit instead of just 1.
So, does that make them more useless, or maybe slightly more useful?
No, they just need to have OC, so it makes them more useless. Now for the relic, over onto my Blade Wizard there, leading that squad of Custodian Guard, every time an attack is allocated to a model in the bearer's unit, subtract 1 from the damage characteristic.
So -1 damage to this whole squad as long as he is alive. That's pretty good.
Do you have any precision? Any
well, you
stuff?
have the epic challenge.
Oh, I mean, other than the thing that everybody has.
Nope. I just was thinking about it, and the answer is no. So yeah, you'll have -1 damage till he's dead, which will be the last to die. Roll off for first turn. I go first. Have a couple quick scout moves to make. You got your sisters with flamers that both can scout, right?
8 models total.
Wow, units of 4. That makes sense. And on this side as well.
Go hug the ruins.
Turn 1, we both have a command point. You can get this score tracker at MiniWarGamingForge.com. And so you can also get the rapid fire dice tracker and the trade. Pimp out all the products.
I didn't know what you were going to say about me.
In my command phase, actually in my beginning of the battle round, I choose one of my synaptic imperatives to be on. And I think it's either 5-up invuln, +1 advance in charge, or +1 hit in close combat. And so I always regret when I take the 5-up invuln too soon. But my Hormagaunts are going to be pushing. So let's do the 5-up invuln if you are in Synapse. I'm going to start movement. Well, in the command phase, the Neuro Tyrants hand out there, you're always in Synapse. So I guess the Hormagaunts and Hiveguard will get that. So they always count as being, oh yeah, and the Neuro Tyrant that doesn't have Synapse, he'll give it to himself. So he'll have to use up one of his just to keep himself in Synapse. First movement phases are usually pretty straightforward. There's a lot of line of sight blocking on this table, so I'm not really able to get anywhere that I can see him. So everything's just advancing, except for the one parasite of Mortrex on the right-hand side. He's going to be doing the action, so I'll be able to drop an objective there. Start digging for relics. So I don't really have anything else to do my turn, so at the end of my turn, I will succeed at this action and place that objective right there for 5 victory points. Score is 5-0 at the end of my turn. Let's go to Custodes, turn 1. We both get a command point. Actually, before we go any further, I forgot one thing. I created a rule that this chasm, if you move across it and you don't have the fly keyword, then on a 1, you lose a model. Just like that. It could be a whole Dreadnought or a little Hormagaunt. So when the Hormagaunts advanced, 10 of them went across the chasm. So I roll 10 dice. Hey, they all just leapt across with no problem.
That makes sense.
Command phase?
Nothing really doing in the command phase that I am concerned about as of right now. So I think what I'm gonna do is probably just continue to shuffle around here, start to establish where I'm gonna be trying to hold ground, and maybe go try to punish those Hormagaunts for existing.
Yeah, well, they're in the ruins now, so you can see them. So you're welcome to flamer them to death.
Let's do it.
Get nice and close. So we got the flamer squad moving up.
Yeah, just getting the gals into range, into line of sight.
Getting ready to flamer the Hormagaunts. Being rather timid here, slowly walking around the gigantic statue of death.
I mean, like, I don't have to run. Is that what that's a statue of?
Well, I don't know, it's some alien.
Horrifying.
Well, we're gonna find out more about this species in the upcoming Deathwatch narrative campaign.
That is cool.
For 40k at least. You can make whatever story you want when you use it in your games. In the back line, you're gonna be digging for a relic over here, so we'll just place it preemptively because there's no way for you to fail the action. Unless they decide to shoot, that would be embarrassing.
Wait, they're not going to though, so it's okay. Over here, super boring. I'm just kind of just tucking in nice and tight.
Oh, you're hiding.
Yeah, I think you're more incentivized to come to me.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna stay back. It's not gonna be a very fast advance. I'm not a very quick army. And there's all sorts of stuff in the way.
But this is in my headcanon. The Custodians aren't here to go run forward and be silly, especially before everybody shows up.
Well, and also, these ruins just kind of collapse.
advance.
You're investigating the ruins, right?
Right.
So as you're cautiously going around, the Tyranids are lurking in the shadows. Yeah, you don't necessarily just rush up.
Yeah.
Shooting phase.
Shooting phase, indeed. We're just gonna go Dreadnought everything into the wee little Hormagaunts.
What first?
The unnecessarily strong Dread Spirit. It only shoots 12 inches, which is weird. I hit on a 2. It's strength 9.
I guess 2s, suppose. 5-up invuln for my
Do it!
synaptic imperative.
Oh.
You just pasted a Hormagaunt.
Yep. Very.
We got some flamers.
Yeah, we got the 2 Infernus Incinerators. These are D6 Torrent. Only 4.
2s to wound. Oh.
I got 3 wounds, and again, I'm rerolling 1s in melee.
And 5-up invuln.
Get shot.
The synaptic is being the synapse is being nullified by all your sisters, so it's not working. So the front 4 Hormagaunts get destroyed. 3 sisters are still in range of the Hormagaunts.
Let's get them.
Whoosh into the ruins.
Middling again.
Yeah. 3s to wound.
Okay.
5 up. Hey, there we go. 1 save. 4 of them dead. The Sisters Flamers force a battle shock test, am I
They're
correct?
sanctified flames, correct.
I'm in Synapse, I roll 3 dice, 8+. Whoa, that was close. Shooting is over. Nothing's in charge range.
Nothing's, yep, and don't want to charge anywhere.
All right, so very simple battle round 1.
Yep, just set you on fire, and I dug up a relic.
So 5-5. Turn 2, 3 command points each. Score is 5-5. We're just getting warmed up. I'm gonna go for the +1 advance and charge. See if I can't get some funsy stuff going on.
Go for it.
Nothing really interesting in the command phase other than just handing out the synapse like I normally do. So let's just jump into movement. The parasite sees those sisters, wants to make some ripper swarms.
Oh no! Oh.
Advancing the Hormagaunts a whole 3 inches. That gets them pretty much wherever I want. End up right here. Are you gonna Overwatch?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and Overwatch with the squad of sisters.
Whoosh. How many hits? Okay.
Okay.
Wow, Yahtzee. 3s to wound.
Get them. A couple 1s and 2s.
5 up saves. Okay, 5 of them died.
Okay.
I rolled okay. So 5 of them go down.
Go ahead for Taloned Pincer, and I'm going to select the Dreadnought and the sister squad here, the Flamers, and they're going to get to do a 6-inch move.
Moving away?
Indeed.
Running away, are we?
We got some friends over here.
Fine. Didn't want to fight them anyways. I just wanted to force you to burn all your command points. That was my
Got to
job.
use them on something.
Then just shuffling up the warriors and the zone tropes to get into line of sight to be able to start firing in your back lines. Just some advances over here. The Neuro Tyrant at the Gauntlet is going to stay at the back and dig. I'll place the objective right here because I'm not going to do anything with them, so I will be able to complete that action, no problem. We got a little bit of shooting, so I positioned my Hive Guard now that they moved twice. They could just barely see that back squad of sisters. Right
This one?
there. Yeah.
Or this one?
No, not that one.
Okay, this one.
Yeah. Only 2 are in range, 3s to hit, 2s to wound, 1 wound at -1. Back to a 3 up with cover. You're fine.
Huzzah!
Praise the Inquisition. Let's do some real shooting now. We're going to fire the warriors into the Flamer sister squad. Let's start with the Barb Stranglers. The Death Spitters are out of range, so we're going to have 2d6 plus 2 shots. 9. 4s to hit, sustained. Ooh. 2s to wound. With -1, but you got cover, so 3 up. Kill. Oh, they're all dead.
There you go. Make it nice and easy.
Yay! And then 3 zone tropes will fire at your Dreadnought. I'm going to pop the strat to reroll 1s to hit and wound. Oh, wait. Hold on.
I'm waiting.
Yeah, no, he didn't have the battle. One of them has a battle scar that I can't do the synapse strats, and that is a synapse strat, but that's not him. So I can do that. So reroll 1s to hit and wound. So we're going to be hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s, and these are lethal. 3s to wound and rerolling 1s. Rerolling 1s. We got 3 wounds. So you got your 4 up saves against these. Oh no. So they are d6
paint.
plus 1. I know, right?
He's fresh paint. Well, he's only 10 wounds.
Just remember, he can bring them back. You can bring him back once you lose half
I
your
wasn't
units.
gonna bring him back.
I know,
though.
you'd rather bring like a bunch of little squads, right?
Yeah.
So no rerolls there?
No, it's a trap. I'm not gonna do it.
I'll roll my damage?
Yeah, go for it.
So it'll be 3d6 plus 3 damage. Yeah, you do have the 5 of Feeling of Pain, but is that from your thing that your battle scar stops? Is it the kata?
No, it's not for the kata. This is Revered Companions.
Okay.
So when Adeptus Custodes units within 6 of this unit models.
So from the
5
sisters
unit,
unit,
yeah,
right?
the sisters are.
So the sisters
bumping
are
over.
basically doing this null field around, which may stop some of this damage. So 3d6 plus 3, you've got 10 wounds, so maybe you could survive this. Okay,
Not
so we're
likely.
looking at 15. So on average, you just barely die. So just roll slightly above average. So you gotta roll 6 5-ups
Ready?
out of
I
15.
gotta heat him up.
And then cook them really well. Oh, you did it!
I did.
1, 2,
Did
3,
undo it.
4, 5, 6, 7. So he takes 8 wounds. He's down to 2 wounds remaining. So the sisters null field. I can just kind of picture them firing through and some of them fizzling out just before they slam into him. But not quite enough to keep him completely safe, but enough to keep him alive. Parasite is 12.5 inches away, so he cannot charge. The Hormagaunts, on the other hand, are going to charge just that Sisters unit. Is that 2 units or 1?
That's one big squad.
One big unit. Okay, we'll charge them. I do get +1 to this, thanks to my Synaptic Imperative. 10-inch charge, we made it. And all 7 managed to charge just outside of that Dreadnought's range. Does he want to heroically intervene?
No, thank you.
Okay. You do force me to get -1 to hit, so I'm hitting on 5s. Oh, okay. I did all right. I did select them as a target for always being in Synapse, so they do have the +1 strength, so they're strength 4. 3s to wound. Not bad. Okay, so -1 AP, so 4 up saves. 1, 2, 3, 4.
How perfectly average. That's a weird spread for dice.
1, 1, 1, 1, 6, 6, 6, 6. You're a man of extremes, Josh.
It's true.
So they are only 1 wound each, so 4 of them die. And then a bunch of them can fight back. Choose to hit with a Dreadnought nearby.
Indeed.
Do 6s do anything? It's sustained?
No, it's not sustained, it's definitely.
It's devastating, that's right.
Yeah.
3s to wound, no saves. Devastating. 1, 2, 3. Hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's exactly how many Hormagaunts I had left. Look at that. They didn't expend any energy that they did not have to.
It definitely cut them down. Very efficient.
Yeah, so Josh, a man of extremes, and maybe a little too lazy. No consolidation, obviously. So you managed to destroy the Hormagaunts, but in my turn, I killed 4 of them and really took some wounds off of that Dreadnought.
You beat the Dreadnought up quite a bit.
Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I'm actually happy that I killed him a lot, but I'm also happy that your rule worked because I think that's thematically really
It's
cool.
neat, it's cool.
Yeah, and then I do place, like I said before, the next objective. Give me another 5 points, bringing the score up to 10 to 5. Yeah, so we both get a command point. I have 3, you have 2. Score is 10 to 5. Battle round 2. Command phase, you got 1 battle shock test on your Dreadnought. I'm assuming it's a 6+, right?
More than likely.
Whoa, is he battle shocked?
Probably.
He's shocked of the battle nature. Command phase is over. Move
Yeah,
it phase.
kind of tragic, so let's just get moving.
Move it, move it. Got the Choppy Sisters moving up. Trying to draw out an Overwatch.
I mean, if you want to use an Overwatch here, you can.
Like I do, but I also want to
Go ahead and do it. Be your own man.
Well, I was thinking of Overwatching the Dreadnought
Were you?
because it's only got 2 wounds left.
It's fair.
No,
What would you Overwatch him
No,
with?
I'm with the Zone Throws.
Oh.
Because 6s to hit would be lethal. And then you just have to, you fail 1 save and you're dead. Maybe. You know what, I'm going to Overwatch the Sisters though. Here we go, with the Zone Throws and the Grand Neuro Tyrant. Okay. Start with the Flamer, 2d6 auto hits. Oh! My goodness.
Oh.
Do they get a feel no pain against psychic attacks?
Yeah.
What kind?
So
2s to wound, so you do have a 3 up feel no pain against these, but they're 2 damage apiece. So 9 5-up saves. Okay, so you made some of those. So these are 2 damage each, so just pick them all up and roll your 3-up feel no pain. And whichever ones you get.
You know how to do it smartly as well.
Yeah, so you put that one aside and just re-roll all the successes. Oh, not bad, you only lost 2 of them. We're not done yet though. Then we'll do the Warp Blast, so it's 3d3 plus 3 shots in this case. Somehow managed to cock the die in a dice tray. 6s to hit. Can't believe you survived that Flamer so well though. 2s to wound. 2 wounds. So 4 up saves against these. Okay, and these are 2 damage a pop, so that one.
Oh, they're just 2 damage?
Yeah. All right.
We're fine.
Sorry, they're D3 damage. You've already made 2 3-up saves. Ah, you're good. Wow, that anti-psychic stuff really worked.
Who would have thunk it, right?
The 3-up feel no pain is really good.
Yeah.
And the Custodes unit on the other side.
I'm going to kind of see where they are and then double check the Blade Champ's abilities.
They decided to advance forward because they can do a once per game.
Advance and charge
Advance and
with
charge.
the Blade Champ, yeah.
Yeah. Sisters in the back are going to guard the relic they found and start to dig for another one.
No, I'm going to dig over here.
Dig, dig, diggity dig. And then arriving from Deep Strike, menacingly, there's a weird shadow in the warp.
I'd like to imagine that he just kind of walks through there.
Through the portal. He's like, I got this, guys. The Caluxus Assassin, an anti-psyker that has precision. He'll be able to punk that Neurotyrant so bad. And then the Terminators are teleporting down
You know, from the Golden Light.
to help flank this
I
position
just guess I want to blow up the Parasite.
really badly. And then I will spend a command point to rapid ingress my Hormagaunts. Into the back lines, we've got a unit of Hormigons, ready to countercharge and try to grab the relics from you. Shooting phase, we got the Caluxus Assassin firing precision anti-psyker stuff into the Neurotyrant. 6 shots hitting on?
2s.
All but 1.
I've missed.
Anti-psyker 2+. So 5
I've wounded
wounds.
you.
4 up invulnerable saves. Hey, look at that. Your anti-psyker can't get through my psychic shield. D3 damage. Oh, ow. 6 wounds remaining. Dreadnought's gonna open fire into the Parasite of Mortrex. What are you starting with?
Dread Spear on 2s.
Well,
Sorry,
3s
3s
now,
but
because -1 to hit. And the Flamer? 6 auto hits.
6.
3s to wound.
All
Ow.
but 1.
We got a 4 up invul. So he takes 2 wounds. He's got 3 left. And then the Custodians.
Terminators into the Parasite. Let's get rid of them.
3s to hit. 5s to wound, re-rolling. Reroll. So 4 in total.
-1.
4 up saves, 2 damage apiece. Oh,
Boo!
I'm alive. And then the grenade launchers.
Right. How many shots? They're D6 each. Yeah.
3s to hit. 5s to wound, re-rolling. 4 up saves, 1 damage apiece. He's dead. Just barely.
Something for Invuln.
Yeah. Down with the Tyrant.
Flamer Sisters into the Tyrant Guard.
How many shots? A lot.
More than I need.
17. Winning on 6s. 2. 3 up saves, 1 wound, and a battle shock test in Synapse, thankfully. And we're good. Oh, close though.
Custodian Guard Squad gonna shoot in.
Hitting on 2s.
Variety of weaponry, hitting on 2s.
6s to wound. Rerolling 1s. Neither 6s nor 1s. Charge phase, where are we starting?
Third phase, we're gonna go Sisters here into your Grand Neurotyrant.
That one? Or
No,
Maleceptor?
the Maleceptor, sure.
Going for the
It's
Maleceptor.
psychic, right?
It is.
On this.
+2 charge. 9-inch charge, that should be good enough. And they go. Brave souls. What about your Dreadnought?
I don't know, man.
Is he gonna charge the Parasite? Or is he gonna go for a longer bomb charge against the Warriors?
I mean, I would be happy to crush the Parasite because he's a silly goose.
Well, then just roll.
But he's better off being close to those Sisters.
Oh, I see, because they buff each other, right?
They
he
do
gives
buff
them
each other.
+1.
And I mean, like, it's not like a huge thing, but he's gonna need like a...
It's like a 10-inch charge,
Yeah.
maybe 9. Whereas the Parasite's way closer. Decision is to charge over here.
I gotta...
You need like a 9 or a 10.
9 or a 10.
Oh, heats them up. And the 6.
6 is not good enough.
You want to re-roll? You got 2
can't, he's
command
battle
points.
shocked.
Oh, he's battle shocked. That's right. Poor
Battle
guy.
shooketh.
Once per game
Send in the
charge.
Custodian Guard.
Just don't roll double 1. Oh.
Joke's on you. They get to reroll charges for free anyways.
Oh, okay.
But I think that they're good enough.
You don't want to re-roll the 3?
Into a 2? Yeah, here, ready? I
Yeah.
like to live dangerously. Watch this.
Whoa, 10. And they charge on in. Long bomb charge from
See
the
if I can roll
Terminators.
high with them.
Yeah, if you don't roll super high, we won't. Yeah, no.
Nope, don't gotta worry about it.
And then a 9-inch charge.
Assassin!
Assassin!
Ha!
Oh no! My Neurotyrant is so dead.
Come here, buddy.
He's got Anti-Psyker 2+, devastating wounds in close combat. Yikes. We'll fight with the Assassin first. So 2s to hit.
Yeah, he's literally just touching you.
Okay, well you can still kill me, as long as you roll all 2 pluses.
Nope, I'm gonna
You want a
continue
command
to
point?
torment you. No.
Command point
no,
reroll?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
be
You only had to
fine.
do 1 more.
What, does he buff the Neurogons?
Yeah, it gives him +1 to hit, and +1 strength.
Oh.
So it makes him strength 4, and hit on 3s with 1 attack.
I want
each
to
with
spend
no
a command
AP.
point to reroll that. Whatever, I'll spend a command point to reroll that and just kill him then.
Oh, you gotta roll a 1. You fall into my trap. You killed him. No, that's totally worth it. Kill him before he has a chance to flamer you with his psychic attacks that you'll have
Do I have
feel
a
no
2
pain.
up feel no pain against?
2 up feel no pain against. Sisters now attacking the Maleceptor.
attention to you then.
His encephalic diffusion aura is making you -1 to hit and wound because you're below half strength. So, good luck. Good luck. Hitting on.
These ones are gonna hit on 3s with the -1. That's a good start.
Those hit on 4s.
Ugh.
Oh, it didn't matter. What are we looking for wounds?
Just 5s.
Because these are devastating on 5-ups?
Correct. They're anti-psyker. Oh, that went poorly. How many wounds are
And then
your...
lastly, we got a bunch of Terminators. They are 4 wounds each, except for one that has 3.
No, those are just Custodian Guard.
Custodian Guard. Oh, right. Sorry. My bad. Now you're choosing lethal as your stance?
Gonna go lethal, yeah. And we'll swing with the Blade Champion first, just get him out of the way, because he doesn't like the interaction with it. So we're gonna go the Dev Wound swing. So I'm hitting on 2s.
We got 1 lethal. 2 lethal. So we're looking at 4s to wound, because of your +1 to wound. So 3 wounds so far. 6-up saves. So you finish off the one and kill the next. And then the rest of them hit on 2s.
Spears.
Bunch of lethals and 5s to wound.
Reroll.
5-up saves, but they're 2 damage apiece.
Yes, sir.
So I gotta do these 2 at a time. Oh, he's dead. That was quick. 4-up invulns. So 5 wounds remaining on the Narrow Tyrant. And then the swords, hitting on 2s. 5s to wound, rerolling 1s. Got 2. So 4-up invulns. 1 more goes through. So all 3 Tyrant Guard die, and there's 4 wounds left on the Narrow Tyrant. And I get to swing back. I'll start the Maliceptor into your sisters. We'll do a sweep, hitting on 3s. 2s to wound. 2 wounds only. AP 1, 2 damage. These are not psychic attacks.
Gotcha. 4-ups. Don't care.
And then the Narrow Tyrant into your Custodian Guard. Hitting on 3s. 4s to wound. 2 wounds, no AP, 1 damage. 2-up save?
2-up save.
Hey,
Oh,
got
take a
through.
wound.
Ah, take that. Take that, that must be embarrassing.
Oh, you slaughtered his bodyguard.
And then a bunch of Neurogons into your stupid assassin. Hit him on 4s. 5s to wound. Oh my!
Oh.
How many wounds does he have?
More than 4.
Oh, that's
I
too
hope. No, he's got 4.
bad. 4, so 4-up saves?
Oh, yeah.
Imagine.
Go away.
It was just as likely that you rolled that as if you died.
It's true.
And that is the end of your turn. You placed your next objective. So we're at the end of battle round 2. The score is tied 10-10, which is most likely to be tied. It's more like where do the objectives get placed throughout the game?
Right.
And then how do you hold them at the end? That's usually the tiebreaker, as we will find out. So let's go to battle round 3. I will turn on my last synaptic imperative, which will be +1 to hit in close combat.
Cool.
We both have 2 command points and 10 victory points. In the command phase, that Narrow Tyrant will choose himself and the Hive Guard to continue being in Synapse. And this guy is going to choose these Neurogons all the way back here to be in Synapse. So I'm basically going to move, I'm going to fall back. Oh wait, I got to do a Battle Shock on him. He's below half. And he passes. And this parasite's fine, 3 out of 5. The Grand Narrow Tyrant and his Zoanthropes are going to pop over here.
Sad.
I'm going to fly past your Battle Shock Dreadnought.
Wow. Okay.
I don't even look at him.
I just don't like it.
As I fly by, I don't even look at him. Like I look away from him. Like he's not worth my attention. And then the Hormagaunts will advance 4. They can advance and charge. Hormagaunts advance forward, getting ready to engage the back line where your sisters have been left all to themselves. And then the warriors are moving forward. See if they can take care of Dreddy. End of my movement phase. Your awesome, what are they called?
These are Venatari.
The Venatari can rapid ingress for free, no command points required, with their objective count a control of 0.
But they got both katas they can do. They've been studying them. They've been studying karate.
In the shooting phase, this parasite is actually going to dig for a relic. He flies past your dreadnought.
There's something right there in the
He
sand.
lands behind him and then casually starts to dig.
Wow.
Just casually.
Just charge the dreadnought close combat.
Just like a...
Just charge him. Do it.
No, I can't. Well, I could now. I just ruined my action.
Just die.
And then all the warriors are going to fire at your dreadnought. Venom cannons first. We've got 5 shots. Hitting on 4s, sustained. So we got 4 hits. 4s to wound. Oh, let's re-roll this one. Look at that one just taking its time. 2 wounds at -2, 2 damage. So you fail either of these 4-up saves, and he's dead. Oh, come on. You're gonna make me do it. 2d6 plus 2 shots into Barbed Stranglers. 4s to hit. Oh, golly. 5s to wound. Okay, we got 2. 3-up saves. Oh, he's got 1 wound left. And then the Death Spitters hitting on 4s. 5s to wound. There we go. 3-up -1. Fail any of these 3-up saves, and your Dreadnought is a goner. Oh, we got him. Unless you, no, you can't re-roll it. He's battle shocked. Does he blow up? Does he have Deadly Demise? Probably does. Doesn't matter. Didn't roll a 6. He's a goner. Gonorrhea. We're gonna start to try to kill this -1 damage Death Squad of Doom, of destruction.
Go for it.
And so we'll start with the Hive Guard firing at them. We've got 6 shots hitting on 2s. All but 1. 3s to wound. All wounded. 2-up saves. Oh, you lucky
Just
duck.
like that?
Just like that. I didn't hear no bell. We're gonna have, let's do the Maleceptor next to that. We'll do a Psychic Overload, D6 plus 4 shots thanks to Blast. Hitting on 4s because I'm shooting out of combat. 3s to wound. Ugh. 4-up save. Oh, I totally nullified it. Next, we've got the Neuro Tyrant and the Zone Thropes will fire into them. Start with this Flamer. 3 auto hits. This shooting is not going well. 4s to wound. Okay, we got that at least. At -2. Normally 2 damage, but 1. So you got 3 4-up saves. Hey, we killed one. 1 damage, 1 damage, 1 damage. That would be 2 dead normally, though. So kills the 1, wounds another 1.
And we will put the wound. Because what are these next profiles looking like?
D6 plus 1 damage, but they'll be D6 damage.
We'll put the wound onto. Yeah, just a spear guy over here.
So then we will do the Zone Thropes, just their lance, so they're hitting on 2s. Oh! I didn't use a strat to reroll 1s to hit and wound.
You didn't need it.
Let's go into the charge phase. Hormagaunts will declare charge into these poor sisters.
Go for it.
I made it. Barely, but I made it. In they go. Their minimum charge. The warriors here will declare a charge into those sisters. We're good.
Oh, they won't.
In they go. Now you have enough to interrupt,
I do.
but nowhere where it really matters.
That's also fair.
So I'll just start with these warriors. Starting with the Wing Prime, hitting on 2s with sustained.
Still -1 to hit.
I was -1 to hit, but it didn't matter. And then 2s to wound. So 5 wounds. 4-up saves.
There.
Hold on, why are you only rolling 3 of them?
Because
is there a character?
Saves, yeah.
I see.
And then the other 2.
So I killed 2 of them so far.
Good job.
The rest of the warriors, 3s to hit. Sorry, 4s to hit, but sustained. 2s to wound. This should do the trick, I would hope.
But I should know how many wounds.
4-up saves.
4-ups.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She dies.
Just barely.
Just barely got the character. Goodbye. For some reason, Josh doesn't want to interrupt, so I will fight here. I'm gonna remember my +1 to hit now. So they are 3s to hit. 3s to wound. 4-up saves. 1, 2, only 3 die. 1 survives.
Huh.
One
Actually, you know
sister
what?
survives.
We'll pull you 3.
It's my objective. Mine. My precious.
What's your
Now the
toughness?
Colossus is gonna keep fighting to kill these stupid Neurogaunts. Hitting on 2s.
2s.
No.
Oh, very good.
Strength.
4.
3s.
Ooh, those
Any
are
AP?
dev wounds on these. And
Oh,
there'd
no.
be 2 otherwise.
Okay, they're dead. You killed 3 of them.
Just by touching them.
And then I'll swing back at that poor little guy. Ooh. 3s to hit with the +1 to hit. Oh, okay. And strength 4 now. 3s to wound. Oh, we can still kill him.
I think you're T4.
4s to wound. So you made 4 of these last time, so science dictates that you must fail 4. Whoa, that's close. You want to re-roll that 4 with a command point to obey science?
Thinking of to obey science.
It's down to 1 wound. You didn't know what you're getting into, eh? Everybody says, Neurogaunts suck. It's like, well, now what do you think? He would have died sooner from something else.
Probably.
And then the one heroic brave sister can fight back. 3s to hit. 4s to wound.
Oh, get hit. Don't get wounded though.
End of my turn, I'm gonna place another objective over here. We found another relic. That gives me 5 more victory points and more places to hold objectives away from you. Once per game at the end of my turn, if they're not engaged.
Back up into the golden light.
Yeah, so they can maybe come over here and help out with this catastrophe.
Mayhem. What do you mean catastrophe?
I don't know, run in through your sisters and get in all the objectives.
That's fine.
So bottom of round 3, if you've got 3 command points, scores 15 to 10. And the command portion of your command phase, so not the battle shock part, I'm gonna do the Shadow and the Warp, forcing your whole army and my Grand Narrow Tyrant to take this test. If you're in Synapse, which he is, you're at -1 to the test. Sorry, you're -2 if you're in Synapse. You're -1 regardless, because I have at least 1 Narrow Tyrant on the table. So 7 up for this one. Battle shocked. 7 up for them. Battle shocked. Oh wow, 7 up for them. Ah, the one that can actually do the thing. 7 up for them. Battle shocked. What about the Custodian Guard? Battle shocked, because they are at -2.
Let me take a little looky-loo.
They are in fact battle shocked. What about these poor OC0 guys? Battle shocked. And your little anti-psyker dude, he's at -2. Is he 6 up normally?
We'll find out.
So he is not battle shocked. Poor soul. So I'm going to be at -2 with this guy because I have to do my own Shadow and the Warp.
See, you big silly nerd.
But I get 3 ups, or I get 3 dice. I think it's 9 up at this point. I'm battle shocked. No. I apologize. Spend a command point here. The Synaptic Nexus, when you fail battle shock within 6 inches, I can make you take mortal wounds. Gotta hurt him somehow. 6 dice, every 3 up is a mortal wound. 4 mortal wounds. So that kills the one wounded. And injures the next.
Put you on 2 wounds remaining.
Oh, they're 4 wounds each?
Those ones are.
Yuck. And then 1 more battle shock on the Calixtus Assassin for being below half strength, just at his normal 6 up leadership. My goodness.
Okay, fine.
He's battle shock too. And I wish that I waited and then had them do that strat instead, because they're Synapse right now. So these few of the few remaining not battle shock sisters are gonna move up. Are you gonna fall back and do a desperate escape?
Probably.
A desperate escape.
Time to get out of there.
1 or 2, she's dead. Live! Up and away. And then these sisters are gonna move up.
Yep, we're gonna move up so it's easier when I go ahead to move them.
And they have a 3 up field no pain against psychic
They
attacks.
do have a 3 up field no pain.
So don't overwatch psychic flamers against them.
You could. You totally could. I mean, like, it's only a 3 up. You could do a lot of damage still.
Hey, you'd think Shadow of the Warp wouldn't affect your Calixtus Assassin and the Sisters of Silence. Because what am I cutting them off from, right?
It's fair.
Shadow and the Warp? Well, they don't feel the warp. But gonna overwatch with this Neuro Tyrant back into those poor, pathetic souls. 2d6 auto hits. 7. All right, it's middling. Looking at 5s to wound. Oh, we got 3. 3 up saves. We kill one? We don't do anything.
I rolled a straight, so I actually get another one.
And then the Terminators who went back into reserve are deep striking in to take out the other parasite.
The other ones.
Shooting phase. Terminators are going to do an action to drop an objective, right? So
No, stop.
shooting.
Just stop. This is the true
That's
Shadow
what we
of the Warp,
talked about off
where
camera.
No, you talked about it.
Oh no, come on.
No,
You're going to
no,
go back on your
no.
word? You said, Matthew, I promise when the Terminators come back in, I will
This
drop an
doesn't mean at
objective.
all. This is ever since you buzzed your head, ever since you shaved your head. I don't know about this evil Matthew.
Fine. No actions anywhere because you're all battle shocked.
Yes.
So shooting phase.
Terminator's gonna go. We're gonna put the grenades into the Hormigons. And we'll put the bolter components into the parasite there.
Grenades first, d6 plus 4 shots each. So 20 plus whatever this is. First half of them hitting on 2s. 3s to wound.
Yes.
Ugh. We'll say 10 of them are in cover. 5 up, so that's 4 more. Well, that's how many more we have, so perfect. Okay, a bunch die. The second half, 2s to hit, 3s to wound.
A lot of 1s and 2s.
6 up saves now. 4 survived. Now bolters into the parasite. 3s to hit, because of -1 to hit.
That would help.
5s to wound. Oh, that's a good one.
But are
could
you
kill
some
him.
sort of a tyrant?
Yeah,
Oh,
that
didn't
doesn't matter.
work.
I'm a benevolent one. Your rerolls don't
Oh.
work. 4 up invulns. I gotta make at least 3 of these. I do. I only lose 1. Gotta try harder than that.
That's 2.
Turns out they're 2 damage. You did try harder. Other sister squads over here don't have any targets now because they can't see the parasite because he's a lone operative, and these guys are behind the ruins.
We're just gonna have the custodian guard squad put everything into that big gribbly dumb monster.
Hitting on 2s.
Indeed.
Are these the grenade launchers or are these just
No, they don't have grenade launchers.
Oh.
That's the Terminators.
6s to wound.
Oh, you're tough, eh?
He's a monster.
Reroll 1s.
Oh boy. Got me quick in my boots.
That didn't work. I'm just gonna send these sisters flamers over into your hive guard.
Hive guard. 46 auto hits. Winning on 5s. 3 up saves.
Ooh.
2 wounds on one of them. And a battle shock test, which they pass. 4 sisters with their dev wounds bolters when they're firing against psychers will fire at this monstrous psycher. 3s to hit, and then just looking for those 6s for dev wounds. Can you get any? Oh
Take
my, 2. Down to 12 out of 14 wounds. Charge phase. The Terminators have to make a 9-inch charge, which they're one of the few not battle shocks, so they could
Right.
re-roll if you needed to.
So I made sure it was equal distance there. So I'm going towards the warriors.
That's right, because they have to charge the nearest thing.
Indeed.
Charging the warriors, a 9-inch charge. They fail it. Command point, re-roll that. You got 3 command points.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and spend it.
Because everybody else is battle shock that's going to be charging.
That's fair.
So it's not like they
Good
can do
call.
it anyways.
What a smart guy.
Oh no! It's even worse. Guard squad into the Neuro Tyrant.
Yes, sir.
As long as they don't roll forward, they're in. They're in. But they get a free reroll anyways, don't they?
They do get a free reroll. I just don't need it to get
They're
worse.
in. Yeah. Goodbye, Neuro Tyrant.
He might live.
4 up invulns are very swingy, right? And then your super awesome flying boys.
Yep. Charge.
Charging Neuro Guts.
Save him.
I think they make it. Pretty sure. Yeah, thanks to Fly, you get in. And then they will fight with both katas.
Show the.
Sustained and lethal. Hitting on 2s. Oh, there's 1-6. That's some good karate.
Well, okay, so that
just
wounds.
Stick the 1 back in. What are you rolling?
It was. Oh yeah, I
You
don't
don't
know why
have to
I
roll
rolled
sustained.
it. Okay, yeah, my brain shut off.
3s to wound.
Karate.
That's enough to kill 9 of them. I'm gonna take off everywhere except around that assassin. We're killing it. And then swing into my Neuro Tyrant. You gonna make these lethal?
They're lethal.
Hitting on 2s. Oh boy, 1 auto wound. 4s to wound. Hey, you got
Those
2
are
wounds.
3 dev wounds.
Oh, he's got 1 wound left with a
Yes.
4 up invuln. He got him!
Oh, you could have just pulled him.
Does he explode? No. Don't even know if he has that rule. But now I don't have to check. Goodbye, Neuro Tyrant. Ready for the embarrassment of the game?
Do it. I dare you.
Neuro gaunts back into the assassin. Because they got the synapse right now, I'm going to use the synaptic nexus stratagem to reroll 1s to hit and wound.
Oh.
And I'm still plus
maybe
1.
I should have popped that ability then.
I'm going to, I still get plus 1 to hit as well because they're in synapse and we're in battle round 3. 3s to hit, rerolling 1s. Hey! It mattered for 1 of them. 4s to wound, rerolling 1s. Oh, I got 2 1s.
Oh no.
Then we got another one. Will you go down with shame?
Yeah,
6 4
what
up.
is shame?
Oh,
It killed
golly.
some big
That
dumb
would have
monster.
one-shotted him.
Yeah, you should
Why
have
did
done.
we take 3
should
turns
have
to
done
one?
that earlier.
We took 3 turns to one-shot him.
I'm embarrassed.
If anybody's asking, if anybody ever asked you, what are Neurogons good for? Just send them this part of this battle report.
Just that.
Yeah. That is the end of your turn. You did not place an objective, so I am
did
now in
not.
the lead, 15 to 10.
I'm proud of you.
Very proud of me. Neither of us have lost enough yet to get reinforcement, so it'll probably be like a battle round 5 thing, like a desperate last minute, whatever it happens to be.
Just kind of neat. I like that.
Yeah. Okay, we got some battle shock to do, but first my 1 Neuro Tyrant's going to hand out Synapse back to those Neurogons because they just deserve it, and then over to these Hive Guard as well. Not that it matters here. So we got Neurogons, Hormigons, they're good. Parasite is also good. They are below half strength though, 8+, they're fine. My warriors are going to try, with the help of the Maliceptor, to deal with these Terminators back here. I don't want to actually kill them, though. I just want to get them down to, like, one guy. Because that way you can't bring them back as reinforcements in turn 5. I want to kill them in turn 5. But your turn 5 somehow. I don't know anymore. Parasite is just going to keep looking for relics. But over here now. I think there's relics over here. Terminators are going to overwatch him as he tries to leave, so before he moves. Start the bolters, hitting on 6s.
Indeed they are.
2 hits. 5s to wound. You got 1 wound so far. Oh, reroll. Oh, okay, I gotta make 2 4 saves.
Oh,
Got him.
Get shot.
Alright, he's dead. Hormagaunts are advancing forward. These Hive Guard are actually just gonna move a little bit, and they are going to search for a relic right here. I'm gonna get my point somehow. Maliceptor's moving up so I can see the Terminators, the Zone Thropes, and Grand Narrow Tyrant this way. I actually don't want to fully kill these squads because I don't want them to come back. Shooting phase! It's funny, it's like I want to leave you with like 1 in each squad, so I'm going to leave that 1 sister alone. I'm going to start with this Maliceptor firing at the Terminators. Be D6 plus 4 shots, so 7 shots. I'm going to pop the strat to reroll 1s to hit and wound. It'll put it on the Maliceptor, so it's an aura around him against the Terminators specifically. So like when they fire it, they'll have it too. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. That's a 3s to wound, re-rolling 1s. Didn't roll any 1s. How nice. 4 up saves, 3 damage a pop. Okay, so I kill a Terminator because they're 4 wounds each, right?
Indeed you did. Good
All right,
sir. Indeed you did.
So far, so good. And then we'll have the warriors fire everything into them. Start with the 2 venom cannons, D3 shots each. A whole heap in 2. Hitting on 4s, sustained, re-rolling 1s. So 3 hits. 3s to wound, re-rolling 1s. Not rolling any 1s, just 2s. 4 up saves, 2 damage a pop. Poop. Let's do the barbed stranglers next, D6 shots each. Hitting on 4s, re-roll 1 sustained. And 5s to wound, re-rolling 1s. 3 wounds. 3 up saves. Hey, 1 gets through, 1 damage. And then the Death Spitters hitting on 4 sustained, re-roll 1s. I'm not rolling any 1s. This is a wasted command point. 5s to wound, re-rolling 1s. I didn't roll a single 1 in like a bajillion attacks. 3 up saves. Goodness, and after all of that, I killed 1 Terminator and hurt.
How much damage is this?
1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
you're
2.
fine. You're fine.
Well, keep going.
Fire the Flamer into, into the Flamer Sisters. And
Yep.
then the 3 Zone Thropes back at these Terminators. Flamer into the Sisters. 6 auto hits. 2s to wound. 5 of them. 5 up saves. And then they're 2 damage each, and you got 3 up feel no pain. So you can just roll the 4 3 ups and then re-roll any successes. Okay, 1's dead so far. Ooh,
Oh,
shoot. I was trying to kill 3 out of 4, not all of them. That was too efficient. And we'll do the lancing shot into the Terminators from the Zone Thropes, hitting on 2s. These are lethal, re-rolling 1s. I learned my lesson last time because they rolled triple 1. Okay, they all hit. Strength 12, so 3s to wound, re-rolling 1s. I love that. You get your 4 up in bones against these. Otherwise, they're D6 plus 1 damage. That just nuked another guy. D6 plus 1, because they don't have any feel no pains, right? They got psychic. Shooting is done. I'm just going to charge Hormagaunts into these sisters. Take care of them. Warriors will charge into these Terminators and hopefully not die.
Probably won't die.
6-inch charge. So they're definitely going to make that charge. In they go. That's all my charges. Because you have enough to interrupt, I'll attack your Terminators first. We'll start with the Tyranid Winged Prime, the Winged Tyranid Prime, that is. 2s to hit, sustained. Wow, triple 1. 5s to wound. 1 wound at -1, 2 damage. 3 up save. Okay. 30 more attacks. We're gonna do a reverse dice tray here. You ready? These are hitting on 3s.
Okay.
Sustained. Here we are. 5s to wound. Look at that rolling. 3 up saves. 1, 2, 3. Ah, almost killing another
So
guy.
close, yet so far.
Can't interrupt against the Hormagaunts. You're battle shocked. 4s to hit. 4s to wound. 4 wounds. 4 up saves. Oh, come on! I didn't want them all to die. They're just gonna bring them back.
Bringing something back.
Too soon. And now you've lost just enough that you can bring something back.
Sucks to suck, nerd.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to get you down to one guy in each squad so you couldn't, but it is what it is. The Venatari can fight the Neurogaunts before the Neurogaunts kill every last Venatari.
2s.
Hitting on 2s. 3s to wound. And you wiped out the squad. You fell right into my trap. More Neurogaunts are on their way. And then the Terminators can fight back against the Warriors. Swinging back, hitting on 2s.
Indeed I am. Sustained.
So you're doing sustain, not lethal.
Yeah.
3s to wound re-rolling, because I have a character. Down with the Tyrants. These are 3 wounds apiece, so you could wipe out a lot of them. So here's the first 6. So AP 1 means they're 5 up saves. So you killed 4 of them. 5 of them. 5 of them. 6 of them. Everything but the prime. So all but the prime. Ow! And that's the end of turn 4. I'm going to drop an objective right there, getting 5 points, bringing the score to 20-10. So I do take the lead there, but it's going to be scary because you're going to be able to bring back guys if you want to this turn.
Yeah. Looking at it.
1 battle shock from this lone sister. She's fine.
Fine.
Lone sister who did not get battle shock will be able to go over there and drop an objective. Yeah, that'll be at the end of the turn, but that's
I'll just place it so I remind myself to not do anything.
Yeah. Don't accidentally shoot. Your beautiful OC0 flyers are going to come up to deal with the Hive Guard or something.
Yeah. You're gonna get a Walker Texas Ranger.
Walker Texas Ranger. Well, I'm going to overwatch them. Blammo with the Grand Narrow Tyrant and his posse. Start with the Flamer. 5 auto hits. 4s to wound. Oh, for goodness sakes.
How many saves do I take, Matthew?
0.
Oh,
But I'm not
okay.
done yet. I'm not done yet. Not done yet. 3d3 shots from the zone throats. We're going to do the blast. Hitting on 6s. We got 1 hit. Strength 7, so 3s to wound. No wound! And the Custodian Guard are going to come around.
Bonjour.
You know what I just remembered now? Like, for the 3rd time?
What
The
did you
Hive-
remember now for the 3rd time?
The Hive Guard overwatch on 4s when they're on an objective.
Oh. Oh,
They-
like that?
And their strength 7 -1, 3 damage.
That's a
Are
shame.
those guys 3 wounds apiece?
These guys have the bucklers, another 4.
That's still.
So it would've been good.
It would have been 3d3 shots, hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s, AP 1, 3 damage. Sister's moving up slightly closer. to
Yeah,
this
I'll
monstrous
I'll
mess.
get a little bit more. No, I'm not going to move up for 1 extra bolter shot. They can stay where they're at.
Keep that objective, right?
Yeah. Venatari.
Venatari!
Venatari going to shoot pistols into the zone throats.
Grand Narrow Tyrant. Kinetic Destroyers.
Yes, sir. 2s. Sustained hits 1.
Ooh, so they all hit.
Okay.
Because of the 6s and 1s.
And then
yeah, -1 to wound.
Shenanigans.
So 4s to wound because of my upgrade.
I'll take 3 of them.
4 up Invuln. I don't care. What about the guard?
I think the guard want to shoot the same thing.
Yep. Hit on 2s.
Indeed they are. Indeed they are. Oh,
5s to wound.
I reroll 1s.
Wow. I'm proud of you. Not saved.
2 damage.
Okay. They have a once per game shoot twice, so they're going to do it again.
Sentinel Storm.
Yeah, go back to Custodian.
Oh god, why are you guys so bad at
All
this?
those 1s. 5s to wound. Hey, not bad. Not bad. 4 up. You killed it.
Ooh!
And you hurt the next one, too. Sisters, firing at
Four
the same
little
squad.
sisters that could, yes.
They are firing at Psychers. Hitting on 3s, and then it'll be devastating, right? Because they're Psychers.
Correct.
Nothing.
Okay. You
Venatari are charging
over here.
to the Grand Narrow Tyrant.
That big silly thing.
Do
That
it.
big silly goose.
Do it.
6?
6 inches. I'll check, but it's probably enough. 6 was easily in. And then the guard attacking the guard.
Yes, guard v guard. And have a guard off.
They did it. It's all the charges, so who's fighting first?
I think we will just go ahead and, because you don't have enough to interrupt or do
Nope,
any.
I got 0 command points.
We'll just swing with them.
Going for sustained,
I'll go for sustained.
hitting on 2s. 5s to wound.
Okay, that's only.
6 up, you kill 1. Sorry, 1 was already wounded, so you kill 1 and you bring 1 to 1 wound. Rest of their attacks.
Give you the swords and the boards. Did I reroll? Did I have 1s to wound in there?
I don't remember.
Okay,
I think
well,
you're don't
that's
worry.
my
I think you think you're about to kill them all anyways.
I think I am. I'm trying to remember what the squad actually...
5 to wound. Huh. Neat. Reroll wound rolls. Forgot that on their last.
Should have got them on
attack.
earlier, but that's okay. I'll probably kill you with this.
5 up saves. Finishes off the 1 and brings 1 down to 1 wound. Now there were 2 failed wounds in the other one, so reroll those. So 2 more dice at 5 ups. Okay, and a 6 up save, otherwise he's dead. Oh, okay. Didn't matter.
You're fine.
Oh, you still have more attacks?
Yeah, I got the Guardian
jeez,
Spear.
Jeez. 2's to hit. No sustained. 4's to wound.
AP2.
You got him. Barely, but you got him. And then the Venatari into the zone throw. So hitting on 2s. Lethal and sustained. 4's to wound. 4 up embalm. 4 go through. That actually kills all the zone throws. Winged Tyranid Prime will attack back. Hitting on 2s. 4's to wound. 1. Maybe I'll kill one guy.
Oh, no.
-1, so 3 up save. Nope. And now you can punk him.
It's only -1.
Just gonna remove him. I know, you killed 6 warriors last time. He's equivalent to 2, so. End of turn 4. You gain 5 victory points. The score is 20 to 15. Very tight, especially because both of us can bring back units on turn 5.
Indeedy.
But you've got like a bajillion command points.
Also, indeedy.
Okay, let's go to turn 5.
Do it.
Hormagaunts have a battle shock to take, and they fail. Hormagaunts advance over to try to take care of one of your scoring units. I'm pretty sure I've lost. I know you don't have a lot left either, but
Not particularly.
yeah. My Narrow Tyrant is going to fall back to here. Maliceptor is going to pop over here as well. Gonna have 2 units coming back, 2 infantry squads. There'll be 2 parasites. One will drop on that objective, and the other one's gonna drop back here and then place an objective. Only shooting will be the Maliceptor and 2 the Terminators. D6 plus 3 shots, so 5 shots. Hitting on 3s. Oh, I was thinking I should use the strat to reroll 1s, but it didn't do anything. 3s to wound. That's 1 wound. AP2, so 4 up, and it does 3
Take a
damage.
command point.
Oh, you're gonna. Yeah, I guess you have 5 command points.
Yeah. I just realized how many I had and I haven't been using them.
Okay.
Overwatch with the...
You're gonna charge here. You're gonna Overwatch with them.
Yep.
6s to hit. Oh golly. 3s to wound.
Only 2. I guess I could use a...
No, you've already used a command. Oh no, this is a new phase.
Yeah, it is a new phase.
You gotta burn all your command
I'm really
points.
burning through them, but it's kind of funny, so sure.
So you got 2 command points left after that. Okay. 5 up saves. Only 1 dies.
Okay.
Yeah, I really need her to die because these are battle shocks, so they can't hold any objectives. Their only goal is really to kill something. 4s to hit. 4s to wound. 2 wounds up -1. 2 4-up saves.
Oh,
she's
bummer.
done. Yeah, it was not worth a reroll when he failed both. That's my turn 5, nice and quick. The score is 25 to 15. And it's Josh's final turn. So skipping ahead because most likely this is the end of the game.
Yeah, we're just gonna try to math this
You're
out.
gonna bring back 2 infantry squads. One will be the assassin, drop on that objective.
Correct.
And these guys can basically just drop an objective, which is important. You need to get those 5 points.
Yep.
And then sit on it.
Yeah, so they can just drop one there.
So the score is 25 to 15, but if you don't kill my 2 guys, the score is 35 to 15. So now it's 35, and they would drop it to 20. And so you need to hold 4 objectives after this. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. You're done. You got it.
So they walk on here.
You don't even have to walk them on.
But I'm going to.
I'm sure, and then they can just walk
They're
up
gonna
and take
walk
that
up.
because I'm battle shocked. Or you could just shoot them, and so you win.
Yeah.
It's a close game, but because both of us took heavy losses.
Yeah, because there's no battle shock I had to worry about because they're still above half strength. Yeah. Look at me go.
Good
Oh,
game.
look at that actual right-handed handshake. That
Yeah.
feels weird after nearly a decade.
Of you holding the camera and doing left-handed
The left-handed handshakes, yeah.
That's right. So the end of the very first Beat Map Bat Rep, or maybe it's second if I manage to get a live one in, because that's what I was thinking of doing, but doesn't matter. The end of this episode, the custodians have managed to procure enough relics to kind of learn about what's going on next, which I'm not going to reveal right here. That's going to more influence how the Death Watch campaign starts as we start filming it this week, or whenever you're watching this could have been last week.
You're filming it this week. I don't know when the people are going to watch it, but
I'm filming this week.
I will chain you to the table in the basement.
Oh, that's right. I got it. I'm prepping for it, as you can see. Lots of thought going into it. So the mysteries of Drakenfell will continue to be unraveled. Don't forget that we have a Kickstarter probably going right now, if not soon, or maybe it just ended, for this terrain. You can 3D print it yourself, or you can pick up some very affordable sets for your table. Go check that out at the link below. So, and Josh, thank you so much for the game.
Thank you for the game. It was a lot of fun.
Participating in my first Season 6 Beat Map Batrep.
Ooh, and I beat you.
You did.
So I get I get money, right? Or is
you
it
do.
like
You do.
Yeah, no, I get
Hold on.
credit to
How
the
many
store.
hours have we been playing for? Now let's choose an arbitrary number. Let's say whatever you currently make for me, or for me, and that's what I'll give you times the number of hours.
Would I have gotten more if I lost? Is that how these
Is that
work?
how it works? Got to make me look good, otherwise you don't get your bonus.
Yeah, well, that was a thing for the guests. Are you gonna? I'll put you on spot right now. Are you gonna do a credit to the store if people come in for Beat Map Bat Reps?
I don't know. I hadn't really thought of that.
Well, why not? That was the thing.
It's sure. We'll say something. I'll give them something. It's not so much about that. It's like,
Oh no, there'll be some people out there who'll be like, "Yep, I want to get."
Well then, sure. We'll figure out some sort of prize if you win. But there's mostly going to be narrative games, so that's the funny thing about having prizes.
You can still win a narrative game.
You can, like you just did.
Yeah, I feel like I won narratively.
I know. I just don't want people starting to build their lists.
The assassin stood back up.
He did. He's like, I'm still here, guys. Psych. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Happy wargaming.